guys, today I'm going to be talking about what is a plant-based diet and why we have decided to eat this way. So to start things off, I know a lot of you are probably wondering, they keep saying plant-based diet, what does that even mean? And if you had asked me a year ago, I would have had no idea either. Basically, to put it simply, a plant-based diet means that we only eat things that come from plants. So that also means that we don't eat anything that comes from animals. Break that down a little more for you, that means no meat, no fish, no dairy, which includes cheese and yogurt, no eggs. We also don't eat things like gelatin, which are animal byproducts. Sometimes we might slip up a little bit, especially if we're out at a restaurant or something, and that happens, but we do our very best to make sure that what we're eating, especially in our home, doesn't have any of those animal products in it. Now, the reason why we eat this way, it's actually kind of cool. 6 months ago, on July 4th, was when we ultimately decided to make the decision to switch over. But it was before that the idea started to pop into our heads. So, probably around April or May, both Derek and I had this thought come into our head that we should do a Daniel fast. If you're not familiar with the Daniel fast, it's a biblical fast, comes from the book of Daniel, and basically he cuts out all animal products and all delicacies for a month. It's a way for him to prove to the king that he doesn't need all the king's delicacies to survive, that God's enough for him. So we decided to do this fast, and we did it for a week the first time, and almost a week the second time, and we both really, really loved it. The food was a little bland because I had never cooked that way before, but I loved the way that I felt. We had so much more energy, and I just felt like I could eat like that forever. So after that, we decided that we were going to try and incorporate more of those principles into our diet and eat less meat and less animal products. Then, on July 4th, we watched the documentary, What the Health. If you haven't watched it, you can watch it on Netflix. I believe it's also available for free online. I think it's whatthehealthmovie.com, something along those lines. Look it up, Google it. If you haven't watched it, it's a good watch. It'll change the way that you look at food. After watching that movie that really shows the benefits of eating a plant-based diet, we decided that we were going to give it a try. While we were doing the Daniel fast, I had this revelation come to me that was how God had originally intended us to eat. If you look at the book of Genesis, when he first created Adam and Eve, he told them that all of the plants were for them to eat. And there was no mention of any death until after the fall of man. And I believe it's not until after the flood that God tells man, okay, now you can eat animals. So, disclaimer, I'm not saying that if you're a Christian, you have to eat this way, because the New Testament very clearly says that it's fine to eat meat. But we just have decided that if that's the way God originally intended us to be, why not give it a shot and see what happens? So that's why we eat this way. It's been 6 months now since we made the switch, and we are feeling great. We are loving it. We've had a lot of fun experimenting with new foods and new flavors, new cuisines, eating a lot of things that we had never even knew existed before. And Levi loves it. Levi is thriving. I just can't sing enough praises about the plant-based diet. It's been one of the best decisions that we have ever made. So if you are not familiar with it, I would definitely suggest looking into it a little bit and maybe give it a shot. Try it for a week, see what you think. Maybe it's not for you, maybe it is. Maybe you can incorporate those principles into your daily life as far as just eating more fruits and vegetables, or other plant foods, of course. So why not give it a shot? Welcome. I look forward to giving you more information about how to go about that. Bye, you guys.